Yes. I have DeWanna Bonner and Rebecca Allen taking questions in the room, and then on Zoom. Who would like to start?
Hey guys, congratulations on the win. One for each of you, if I could. Back just first, to come back, obviously against a team, a franchise you played in for a long time. I'm sure there are many years that you spent visualizing what it might look like. It's obviously pretty different, but take me through, just the meaning of being able to have the kind of game you did today.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. It's my first semi-finals, and it's to be playing my old team. So there's a lot of things about that that's sort of, quite special for me. But I'm just happy that I came out. I said 2 words I wanted was to be assertive and be confident, and I felt like I started like that. And really it's to let this game go now after enjoy it for a minute, and then, hey, we've got another one coming.
In those final seconds, you went over even before the final buzzer, you're hugging Marine, hugging Sab. Just kind of take me through what that was like for you.
I mean, they're beautiful people. I've got friendships with all of them, and I wish for, success for them as well, but I want it more for us. But yeah, no, I mean, for them, I will always, be in their corner too.
And DeWanna, for you, I'm just from the point of view of the kind of defense that Beck plays, where you can put her, and you guys have put her over the course of the game.
Don't tell our secret.
What's that?
Don't tell our secret. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
But everything from KT, she's guarding Stewie. How much does that open things up for you guys to create the kind of chaos you did today against this offense?
I think that's kind of what Beck been doing all year. She's a long defender. She's smart. She's a vet, so she know how to play defense, so you can do that. It's an advantage having her on our team, and she can shoot the shit out of the ball, so it's kind of a double whammy. So I think that's something that she's been doing all year, and now it's coming in handy for us. And like she said, the job's not done, but we'll go back and watch video because we had a lot of slippage in this game. We won, it felt good, but we'll go back and rework some things. But it's an honor to have Beck on this team.
Thank you.
Doug?
For both of you, just talk about the defense and the rebounding. I mean, you held them to 63 points. Coach said before the game it had to be a team effort on the boards. The guards had to step up, and it was 7, 7, and 7. It looked like the starting 5. Just how big those two things were, the defense and the rebounding tonight for you?
I mean, massive. I think it's our offense. Is like stemmed on our defense. We need to be physical. We need to make sure our presence is known from the get-go. And it felt like even if we made mistakes, which we'll work on, for 40 minutes we'll be that relentless team. So it is making those switches and making sure that we don't have an easy roll into the ring or whatnot. So for us, it was to really have that physicality and that communication.
Dom?
For either of you, you lost to them 4 times during the regular season. The last time they overcame a 20-point lead. It would be very easy for a team to maybe say, oh, we really can't get over this hump. How did you do it today? Was the vibe different? Was the feel different? Did you kind of sense that they were back on their heels maybe a little bit today?
Oh, they're a great team. I don't ever feel like they're on their heels. Like, they come to play every single game. That's why they're one of the best teams in the league. However, it's 0-0 when it comes to playoffs. We didn't even think about the regular season. It was, everybody says that. I think every team in the league says it's a new season, and that's what we felt like. It's a new season, but one thing about us, we don't step outside of ourselves. Win, lose, or draw, we're going to bring that same, intensity, and I think that's something that we learned throughout the season, and now we just bring it into postseason. So, the regular season doesn't matter, but it's 0-0, so we still feel like it's 0-0. They're an amazing team, so anything can happen.
Alexa?
For either of you, it felt like you all really put your foot on the gas in the second half and weren't going to let them come back and make this game close, either adjustment-wise or mentally. What was just kind of the approach to making sure that you guys came off and were really putting your assertive will at first?
I think a big thing that we always say is it's 40 minutes. We can't have those slippages, especially against a great team like New York. So it's for us, it was constantly staying locked in. And if there are, mistakes that happen, is we don't stop playing. We keep battling through. So I think for us to really start that second half as strong as we did was huge, and making them call that first time out is always a big thing too. That's always a focus for us. So it was good.
Yeah. Going to take a question on Zoom. Jordan, go ahead.
Hey, Rebecca. So I kind of wanted to just talk to you about your game specifically because you got it going from the moment it started. And obviously you were part of the trade that sent you to Connecticut from New York. So was this kind of a personal game for you coming back to play against your former team?
Nah, there's no hard feelings. There's no hard feelings in this game. I mean, there's always movement every season. For me, it's been a blessing. It's something that I've actually been really grateful being able to play in Connecticut. It's done great things for me playing alongside these caliber athletes, you know. So for me, no, there was nothing personal, but like the personal aspect of wanting to do well and wanting to be successful as a group. Yeah.
All right. And my second question is for DeWanna. So obviously you kind of were quiet in the first half, but what did you tell yourself? Because in that second half, you were just on another level. So what was it about that second half that got you going?
Alyssa made me mad. That's the honest truth. Yeah, she kind of made me mad. And when that happens, I kind of got to show her a little something. So that's about it. That's the honest answer. But I'm always going to be aggressive. I don't care if I miss 30 shots. I'm going to keep shooting the ball. And when that one goes in, it makes me feel good. Beck held us down in that first half, so somebody had to turn it on. So when I saw that one go in and then that was that wide open, it was like, all right, it's time to go. But honestly, Alyssa made me mad.
How so?
Nah, because she might do it again, and I need it. I need that second.
Second row to your right.
Early in the first half, JJ had it going. You know, she seemed to be giving you guys trouble. However, in the second half, you guys anchored down. I wanted to know if was it an emphasis going into the second half, and you know, what was the mindset of trying to win the game overall?
JJ is a beast. She's a monster on the boards. She deep seals. She can shoot the three. So, I mean, she's a beast. We played with her before, so we know exactly what she do. And of course, we're a little undersized under there until we get Olivia in the game. But I think we did a good job of, you know, kind of holding it down in the second half, and you know, just trying to keep her off the boards is the main thing. But she still ended up with, I don't even know how many rebounds, 14, I think, or something, 11, and that's just JJ. So you do as much as you can to limit her. She was an MVP before, so we're gonna keep battling with her. That's what we got to do. Unfortunately, we lost our big piece in the middle to start the game, so now it's all hands on deck to try to, you know, contain her kind of thing.
Last two questions. We're going to do Wensley in the room and then Tarika on the Zoom.
This question is for both you two. One, DeWanna, you know, even though you guys play teams, you know, like New York 4 times a year and everybody else might, being familiar with those players, like Jonquel Jones, you're familiar with her. Rebecca, you're familiar with everybody in the Liberty bench. How much of an advantage does that give you when you guys go against them, especially in the heat of the playoffs like this?
Yeah, and the play calls as well helps a little bit too. So I think it's just that's where you sort of try to use that intelligence IQ as well of knowing what's to come. So then you're being, you know, proactive instead of being reactive defensively.
And Tarika? Tarika?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, great. 2 quick ones for you, ladies. First, I'm talking about missing pieces and everyone stepping up. There was a moment in this game where Tiff got into some foul trouble, but big play from Natisha and Olivia Nelson-Ododa. Just kind of talk about, if you can, how their play just have really evolved throughout this postseason, specifically Olivia, and just how aggressive and physical she's becoming.
We hold everybody accountable in that locker room. That's just what it is. I don't care what year you are. I don't care how long you've been in this league. I don't care what type of player. We hold everybody to the same standard. And, you know, we don't cut any slack, that's for sure. So I think everybody just playing to their full potential. I don't think it's any surprise. Everybody's on our team for a reason. And the day that we stepped in that training camp, we challenged them. And now I think it's, you know, showing a little bit. But we're going to continue to challenge them, and they're going to continue to show up. And that's the only way that we can win, especially when Tip went down. We had to lock in even more. Somebody else had to step up. And I think that's something that we've been doing all season. We lost Bree Jones at the beginning of the season. And, you know, everybody just continue to, you know, step up. And that's just our MO.
Last one follow-up for me, and this is for either of you. We know that going into game 2, you take this momentum and you take it into game 2, but the difference, I think, in, you know, playing in a series is adjustments. So just, you know, early look, when you think about what you want to do a bit differently come Tuesday, what are some early things that you think you want to improve on or do just a little bit differently in Tuesday to try to go home 2-0?
we gotta limit. I think Sabrina had a couple open looks that we didn't like, especially on the guard-to-guard stuff. We still got to work on our rebounding. Even though we fought hard, they still got some timely offensive reboundings, and that's just something that we got to keep stressing. But they're gonna make adjustments. We're gonna make adjustments, and I think that's what the playoffs all about. But definitely rebounding and just trying to limit their three-point shooting because they're an amazing three-point shooting team.
Thank you, ladies.
Beautiful. Oh, well done. You held down the floor.